Razorbacks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Tigers' offense comes onto the field first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Back's got it on the screen. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
A strike downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Johnson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Auburn lines up quickly. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Razorbacks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And A.J. Hill will be running the show. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Working the ground game. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Hill. He's got it. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. Hands it off. He's got the first down. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The run inside. It's Ncaa. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. On 3rd and long, the blitz pretty much puts the offense out of its misery with the sack.
Yeah, and it's so tough for the offensive line when you get in these situations and you know all these fast athletes are going to be getting after the quarterback. Who's coming, who's not coming. This is why you try to stay out of 3rd and longs, because bad things happen.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Making the adjustment on the play. Dropping back, it's Hill. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Down he goes. No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
That's the end of the quarter, and our Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it. It's Smith. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quick give. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Well, you just couldn't find a much better way to start the drive. 1st and goal from the 3. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Arkansas! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. On the ground with the counter. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Auburn lines up quickly.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them...
He's got it inside the 15, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Out wide left, it's Platt. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Right side, it's Brown. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Sets his feet. It's Hill. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Turns it upfield. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He's looking to pass. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Pushes ahead. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quick give. It's Ncaa. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Auburn to the line in a hurry. The play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hill. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Auburn offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lucky to get it off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll pull it down. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Finds his target. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He's going to fire deep. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Left side is Hawkins. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Drops back on first down. Buying time to his right. He's going to take off. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down. First and 10 again.
Wants to throw one first. Looking for a huge play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Hey, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Oh, he's got some space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
There's some room. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. And the Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drag down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Turns into the pile. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Made a defender miss. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. They put the brakes on it. Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll run the counter. He's got enough. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Tigers. And they 6 more points.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Back to pass, it's Hill. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got a man. It's Watkins. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Powers inside. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Making the adjustment. Fresh center downs going to the air. Shoots it to the left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it.
Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Can't get him to the ground. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position.
Makes the grab and room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
This This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Second and long here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it in the middle, it's Kane. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Down here on the Razorback sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to throw, it's Hill. Unloads in the nick of time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The give on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snaps it in the shotgun. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Watkins. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, it's Smith. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Out wide right, it's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Marshall. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. And the Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're going to run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to it. Maybe some room. Headed to the end zone. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, gonna throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.